State being jumped in the final at pushing Clemson down a bowl. Talk about how that went. I mean, I kind of heard how that came about, but in your words.
Well, I think the one thing that has to, and I don't know that it was said enough, the rankings are a clean sheet of paper each week. And while those teams didn't play one another, there were other teams around them that played. And when you looked at that for the last and final ranking, committee members put up the teams and looked at their full resumes as it compares to other teams, and that's how it ended up. Again, that last ranking is probably going to be on the minds of a lot of committee members when they write that paragraph, come January. And is that the right timing to be able to do one of those before you do the last one? We certainly all understand how important it is for our television partner ESPN to have those rankings each week. We could argue about whether it started 1 week too early, 1 week too late, those kind of things. But during the year, that created a great amount of excitement, and that was important for college football. But it's that last week that I think people we might have an opportunity to talk about.
After January, do you break for a little while before you reconvene in, say, July or August and start on the second year?
We'll have a conference call at the end of January, then we'll have one in-person meeting at the beginning of April around the Final Four, and then we'll convene again in August.
Shifting gears back to Clemson, where are we with the facilities? Any updates on how those projects
Facilities
are
going great guns. There's a lot of, if you were transported up to the south end of the stadium right now, you would see a lot of rubble and demolition going on in the suite and the club seat area, both on the north and the south side. Those are going to be really great areas. In fact, the contractor who's doing that work and doing the work on the Little John did the work right behind us here at the Citrus Bowl. So this morning we took a tour with him and looked at some of the things that they did there, how they did them, and hopefully we'll be able to take back an idea or two to help push our process forward even more quickly.
And the baseball facilities, how's that going?
Well, the lower area where the seats will be, those will be complete. The rest of the building probably in early April.
And then another big topic among Clemson fans is the student athletic fee. Where are you guys in discussion about that, and what's the thinking behind that fee?
I think right now we've had a lot of discussions with our student leaders, and we continue to have those discussions with them. It's one of those things that we've not made a proposal to anyone. It's only been dialogue back and forth. I think there was some folks that took discussions and created their proposal and kind of ran with it. Well, we're not there yet, and we're not anywhere close to that. So at this point in time, we'll just leave it where it is and continue to have those discussions.
Stoops and Swinger, two of the longer tenured coaches in college football. And Stoops talks all the time about same president, same AD for 16 years. How have you and Clemens sort of done your part to just create that working relationship that Dabo is doing in the future?
Well, first of all, Dabo is one of the easiest people in the world to be around, get to know his values and what he's trying to pull together with this team. They're as good as they find. So it's really easy for Jim and myself to get on the same page because we share those values. And I think when you're sharing those values, a lot of good things can happen.